Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, the big one, baby. Terence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Cinnamon, baby. It's about to go down. You know, 2 pound for pound greats. About to go down September the 13th. Now, let me fess up. I don't got to fess up here. I've been saying for a couple of months now, I don't think the fight gonna happen, right? I don't think the fight gonna happen. So, and my reason I told you before is because Canelo is just not in the business of passing legacy, right? My reasons is because I've been watching for long enough to understand that, they could have fought Demetrius Andre for undisputed, but what if Demetrius Andre would have won? Then you got an undisputed brother. Can't have it. And he ain't passing legacy to somebody else. That's not what if you don't have to. So, therefore, I didn't think, he's going to show up for the Terence Crawford fight. It'd be something that happened. Now, I look like I'm going to be wrong. So let's fess up. I might be wrong about this one. Let's see. Because there's a lot of stuff going on. Now, this was a fight that a lot of people wasn't interested in. Remember that? People ain't interested. Videos about it, ain't interested. Well, that seems to be also something that's a myth because there's a whole lot of interest going on. Everybody's talking about it, all the podcasts, all the shows, everything. And this is why, me personally, this is my personal opinion. And I know it irks people. You should see them. People are irked by it. But Terence Crawford has already won this fight, right? He's already won. I won't say he won the fight, but Terence Crawford has already won. And for me, because it's about how the media that knows, and people that are in boxing that knows how awesome Terence Crawford is, but would have you believe that his resume isn't good. All the people that he fought and beat with distance, they won't talk about him much. He hasn't been on many shows throughout his career, right? When you really want to hear some positive stuff about Terence Crawford, you have to talk to somebody that's into boxing. His peers, his contemporaries, other people that are into boxing, in the know. You're talking trainers, promoters, other boxers. When you want to know something, two of the best boxers, top 5 pound-for-pound boxers in the world, in Dmitry Bivol and Alexander Usyk, have him number 1 pound for pound, right? And the way they talk about him, these are awesome fighters in Dmitry Bivol and Alexander Usyk, the best we got out here. They categorically have him number 1, right? The only thing you have is the hate outside, people that can be at home talking smack, don't have nothing to do with boxing, and it just doesn't really matter what the guy does. That's something totally different that's blocking them. They still haven't learned, really. You should start learning. But okay, you haven't. The thing is, Terence Crawford is ridiculously awesome, and he's won because when you listen to all the people that are talking about who's going to win this fight, you've only got only about 2 now left. Joel Diaz, one of the trainers, and who's the other guy? Abel Sanchez. Those are the only ones that would say categorically that Canelo Alvarez is going to win. It's very rare. And now here's the latest one. Bernard, the executioner, Hopkins, one of the most decorated guys out there. He was totally, just a couple of months ago, when the fight, wasn't really real, talking about it shouldn't even matter. There's weight classes for a reason. This ridiculous fight. We got other stuff that's should be happening. That shouldn't even happen. Now he gives Crawford a 65% chance of winning this fight. Now, you see what I'm saying? Because it's about to happen. Even Bernard Hopkins, he was avidly against it, right? Aggressively against it. Now, all of a sudden, Crawford can win this fight. 65% mean he got Crawford more than Canelo Alvarez. Now, you got to understand why I say Crawford's winning. Because it's a high-profile fight that's going to reach a lot of casual fans. A lot of casual fans, or we've got to go with more casual fans, know Canelo Alvarez. Because boxing has said Canelo Alvarez is awesome. He's in the best Mexican fighter of all time talks, which it should be a lot of Mexicans that's outraged by that, but whatever. He's in the talks of one of the best Mexicans ever. You gotta imagine, one of the best Mexicans ever has a dude that's coming from 2 or 3 weight divisions lower, where more people think that that dude is going to beat him. That's meaning you won already. You have to understand something. Most people think Terence Crawford's going to win the fight, which is already awesome enough for Terence Crawford. But the people who say Canelo is going to win only say because of his size. I have not heard one person say that Canelo's a better fighter. Now, I know that that's, for people inside boxing, it's like, well, duh, we know that. Yeah, no, but yeah, you know it, but you ain't trying to tell nobody. The world is finding that out now. That's what I mean. All them Netflix subscribers and stuff are going to find out that, wait a minute, this dude that y'all been having in your pound for pound list for years and saying that he's better than everybody, there's a guy 3 weight divisions smaller that you think is going to beat him? Well, damn it, who is that dude? And that's what's happening now. Who is that dude? It shouldn't be that way if Canelo is that awesome, excuse me. If he's that awesome is what we've been saying for the last 6-7 years, it should not be a dude 2 or 3 weight divisions smaller that people think can beat him. If it is, there's something up with that dude. You understand? And that dude is Bud. That's what I'm saying. Y'all think about that? There's nobody saying that Canelo was going to beat him categorically. That's pretty awesome. So it's good for Bud because at the end of the day, he's on his way out of boxing, and it's just good for him to be in a high-profile fight and to get his flowers. Now, they're not doing this on purpose. It's just what it is them odds are showing you that it's close, and people are getting nervous because it's going to really about to go down. So now people who don't want to be on the wrong side of history talking some kind of smack that was just ridiculous. Now, people on the internet and people that ain't fighting and boxing and just out there going to say some ridiculous stuff, who cares what they talking about? We're talking about people out there. And I've noticed, it's a lot of people doing interviews, right? That you could tell that when they interviewing somebody, they ask them, what do you think about Bud and Canelo? And I remember the Dimitri Bivol interview. Whoever was interviewing was like when Dimitri Bivol says, well, no, Terence Crawford is awesome. And he, if you look in boxing, his pictures to be there in boxing. And the guy's like, really? Really? And when people say Terence Crawford is going to beat Canelo, really? They're not expecting that. Well, expect it, right? This guy's living now. Let's give him his flowers now. Let's not wait until he retires. So right now, Terence Crawford is winning. Doesn't matter what happens in the ring. Doesn't matter. That's the whole different thing. We'll talk about that. What is important right now is that there's a boxer from New Russia, that's a brother, that's getting flowers. Not intentionally, but he's getting flowers right now. And I'm liking it. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. Get on the winning team. And I'm up out of here, y'all.